Celeste here from Procurement Pro, and I'm in Las Vegas this week at the EDS Leadership Summit, and I'm here to bring you the latest from the industry. And joining me today is Peter, VP of Marketing at Harwin. So Peter, thanks very much for joining us. How are you? How are you finding Vegas?
Hi, I'm very good, thank you. I think, like always, Vegas is very sunny and nice, but unfortunately you don't get much out of the hotel, so yeah. But all good, very happy.
We can't benefit from the weather. So I'd love to chat with you today because at EDS this week you've released some new research into the North American connector market, which is here, as you can see. So why don't you talk us through this report and what your mission was with it?
So I think, well, thanks for having me in the first place, but generally where we're really coming from with this is that as a connector manufacturer and being a global represented brand, one of the things that I'm very conscious about and we as a business are very conscious about is that we're serving each market based on their specific needs. And so it's very, very easy very often to have a one-size-fits-all approach or to spend your marketing dollars in a specific way, but we really wanted to put a stake in the ground and actually do some scientific research around how do people interact with connectors, how do they procure them, how do they specify them and design them, and then really now take this forward into the next year and the next years and build our go-to-market and the way we approach the market based on that.
So tell me about some of the key findings that have come out of this report.
I think the main takeaway from all of this, and when we go through, it's 8 pages in the printed version, with a lot of about 15, 16 questions in there. The results were not as surprising as we probably thought they would be.
Okay.
But that's actually good. I think it's just it validates a lot of our assumptions. So it shows a lot of the stuff that we were thinking is happening is actually happening.
Yeah.
But then when you dig deeper into the numbers, some of the things are maybe a bit more surprising than others. I think the main one that I'm looking at from a digital perspective is that AI tools are in the process of being adopted, but not to that level that we would probably have thought. So at the moment, I think the data in here says 17% of people are already using some sort of AI tools in specifying and design environments. But this number will obviously only grow, but we were surprised that it is only 17% still.
And one of the things that stood out to me when I was looking at it earlier was the one about the key challenges and how engineers see their role changing in the future. And most of them have said that it's going to become more challenging. Is that in line with what you think?
Yes, as well. And that actually feeds back into some of the other stuff earlier on, where very much the question is around applications become more complex. It is more projects are being worked on simultaneously, so engineers and designers have much more complexity in their roles. So they are using tools like AI or digital tools that are available through manufacturers and others to actually make their life easier in some parts. So we saw that coming out in the metadata from when people said actually their jobs get maybe a little bit less complex. But overall, the majority, over 50% of people said it is more challenging, and it is very much the higher degree of complexity within applications.
So how is Harwin as a company going to use this information to sort of improve your services or your products?
I think really what I said in the earlier question is like this is a stake in the ground where we really want to now base our decision making on. So I don't want to make marketing or go to market just based on my assumptions. I really want to underpin it with scientific research, and now we can act on that. So we now know what people are really driven by. Again, a lot of it we did kind of know, but we now have it validated, and now we're going to just do it over in a regular cadence. We will have this survey done again to just see where does it move. Does the increase of AI tool improve? Does the complexity increase or go down? There are some questions in there, right? What type of technologies, for example, engineers are really focused on? Are floating connectors, are RF connectors, whatever it is, what it might be, how does it change over the next period until we do the survey again, and then we act again. So that's really the plan. It's just taking it as a yardstick for now, saying this is where we are, build plans around that, and then check in a year's time and make sure that we're on the right track.
And on a more general note, how has the market been for Harwin, and how has the year been so far?
I think EDS is always the event where everybody obviously comes together and everybody asks this question. So all the briefings are like, how's the market doing? And especially in North America, obviously, and globally, geopolitically, there's a lot of stuff happening.
Yes.
We are in a very lucky position, Harwin, that we are outgrowing the market, and we have been for a number of years. And this is primarily down that we are primarily working in industries that are more resistant to the current situations or actually benefited from some of the stuff that's going on in the world. So overall, we're very happy. We could always do better and we will do better, but generally I think the market has found a level of stability in a very unstable world, let's say.
Yes.
But I think, and this is my personal opinion, just the things that I'm piecing together from what I'm hearing and seeing this week and around that is, I think we're looking at a better year this year than last year.
Okay.
And I think the year after that might be good.
Okay.
Might be good for everyone, or more.
Yeah, that's good to hear. And what are some of the key priorities for Harwin over the next 12 months?
I think we really, as I mentioned, through the growth, we have actually heavily invested internally. So we're building a brand new facility in the UK, in Portsmouth in the south of England. This is a multi-million-dollar investment. So this is going to be ready by 2026. This will double our manufacturing capacity for high reliability connectors in our home market where we're from in the UK, and it's also a testament to like that we're really investing in manufacturing ourselves, vertically integrated. But we have to fill this factory up.
Yeah.
We have to continue to grow, find new customers, have better ways to go to market, and continue our trajectory so that when this building comes available and online next year, we are already in a really good position to then really have an incubator for growth going into the next few years.
Well, I hope to be there when you cut the ribbon on the new facility next year.
You definitely get an invite. We'll have a canteen, a south-facing canteen overlooking the Solent in England, so in Portsmouth, so it will be very, very nice.
Excellent. And this report, is it free for people to download online?
Yes, it is available on harwin.com in our press section, and it will be like a virtual infographic on the website, and we'll also have a press release going out around it.
Okay, fantastic. Well, thank you very much for walking us through this, and I wish you the best of luck with the rest of EDS.
Thank you very much. Same to you.
Thank you.